I'm Dr. Rich Hansen, founder of the Leadership Coaching Network, where our mission is to empower African leaders as agents of transformation for people, organizations, and society. In this video from our LCN conference held in February 2024 in Addis Ababa, Getu Neberu will talk about how coaching youth has made such a difference in the ministry of his organization, but more important, in the lives of many youth in Ethiopia today.
My name is Getu. I'm a founder and executive director of Rejoice Africa. So my topic is coaching for youth. So it has been a long time since I started youth ministry. Like 17 years. So on the journey, I understand that especially I encountered coaching early, I think before 10 years because of Adam. So since then, coaching make my life easy and youth ministry. How? So for our discussion, our current generation divided. We can divide it into three. So Generation Alpha, Millennials, and Generation Z. If you are above 42, if you are below 42, you can consider as Generation Millennials, and if you are below 28 or 7, you consider as Generation Z. So when we talk about young people, we are talking about this generation. This generation has their own challenge. So as you know, the current challenge, just to mention a few of them, life becomes very fast. So every time they consider slow as a bad, because everything is supposed to go very fast. So that's one of the challenges our young people are facing. Another one is convenience. Comparing to the old time, this time is more convenient for especially urban young people. So when something happens, something becomes hard, they consider, oh, this is not going well. They don't accept hard things at all. They have no room for that. So comparing to early days, the system become more nurturing in some context. Still there is, especially in rural areas, there is a lot of challenge in Ethiopia context, but it is better now. But when you ask them take risk, they don't want to take risk. They want to keep their comfort zone. Entertainment is everywhere right now. You know, I remember we wait to entertain ourselves weekends to watch, Acapulco ምናምን ነገር. But now, just every minute they enjoy themselves. Through TikTok, YouTube. So they don't accept boring. So this is our generation life. Because of this, they need emotional security and also social capacity, because they spend more time alone. There is no outdoor activities. So they spend time with themselves, and because of that, their relational skills, emotional management skills, and social skills become declining. So that's also the area they are facing. At the same time, the self-image concept become one of the challenge because of the Instagram, the post, so the feedbacks, the likes, so that affects their self-image. So we need to work on that. So this is the context when we talk about the young people of the current generation. This is not all, but few of the concepts. In our context at Rejoice Africa, coaching helps us a lot. Just to mention one story. Before 3 years, we have Young Leaders Development Program, a 3-year program, and we had interview So her name is Loza, and she came and we have interview, and the interview was just asking good questions, and we asked questions. And I found out after 3 years, when we evaluate the program and her feedback, when we get her feedback, and she said that I started to think seriously about my life. The first day in the interview. Just she started to consider her life seriously. Just conversation. We are not starting the program, the package, the training, but just by the interview by itself help her to take her life seriously. We use a model called friendship coaching model in Rejoice Africa. I hope it will help and maximize our relationship with young people to impact their life. So what do we mean when we say friendship coaching model? This is like, I don't know if this is like everyone knows, just we made for ours. And if you see, I want to mention Jesus in this context. In John chapter 15, he said his disciples, I called you my friends. He is a master, but he considered them as his friends. This is the context. If you want to be successful with young people, the best way to encounter, to connect with them is just be a good friend for them. They don't need right now advisors, counselors. I mean, of course they need it, but they consider they don't accept as if this is important for them. So in our day-to-day activity in Rejoice Africa, when we communicate with young people, this friendship model helps us a lot. In friendship, the foundation of any relationship and friendship is trust. So we need to build trust between with young people by creating nurturing environment and by being open. Sometimes when it is demanded, vulnerable, sharing our journeys for them. So in this context, that helps a lot. That's what they need with their peer friends. There is huge trust, so that helps them to build the relationship. The second one is acceptance. In friendship, there is huge acceptance between friends. That's why they become very open and discuss everything. They don't share everything for their parents. They don't share everything for their teachers. Why? There is a kind of judgment or correction and punishment. So they don't want to express or share everything. So when we create or when we accept them, they become more open for us because one of the basic needs of young people is to be needed. If you don't need them, that's a huge hole. So when we open and accept them, they become more comfortable. Another one is empathy. If you see the teenagers' peer friendship, they cover each other, right? So they understand each other. Oh, I understand you. So that is a vibe. So such thing is very important to create a more convenient environment for our coaching relationship with young people. Sometimes it's also good to laugh together with the young people. Great, just to laugh. Every time if we make it serious, come on. They can go to TikTok and they enjoy themselves and they laugh. So So I don't know. Sometimes it's very hard. I know. I understand. Especially when we become when we become old and we have all the information and life stress. Getting fun is not easy for adults because life is serious, right? But still, you are not laughing. You are very serious. So it's good to laugh. So that creates, emotional energy and natural connection with young people. Another one, the basic one, is conversation. Here comes a coaching tool we use. Conversation is a two-way, not one-way. Most parents is like they wanna say and give information what is relevant for the young people, but they don't listen. They just only share. They consider themselves, they know everything. To be honest, from my youth ministry, I understand that I learned a lot from the interaction we have. A lot. And I update myself every time. Because of the relationship, because of the insight, because of the creativity. Especially when I have responsibility as an organizational leader, my mind is possessed with, planning, reporting, and projects, and my creativity part become small because I'm stressed. But when I just hire interns, and they have a lot of creativity. So I create the platform to discuss. We have regular discussion time, and that platform, the new idea become on the table. So conversation help us to connect with young people. In this position, it will help us to, we can use a coaching tool, like active listening, at the same time asking good questions, at the same time also willingness to learn from them, help us to empower and creating a sustainable way of empowering young people in the context of youth development. Thank you very much. I have 4 questions. The first one is how we can expand this. 70% of the population in Ethiopia is young people, so we need to expand this concept to empower young people in Ethiopia, not only in Ethiopia, overall Africa. Rejoice Africa is standing to empower young people in Africa, not only in Ethiopia. Currently, what we are doing is, for example, we have online coaching program, partnering with United Nations volunteers, and also different, for example, we are working with AU, those who are working that profession area, we already started, we have like 2 cohorts so far. We want to expand those professionals, online coaching university students. Regarding to, that unemployability rate is very high right now in Ethiopia, also in Africa. So helping young people to think and also taking responsibility for their life is very crucial. So that's what we are doing right now. At the same time, we partner with the local schools like Bole High School, Dr. Haddis Alamayo School, Chechnya, and also Compassion. So those organizations, we start to go there and giving coaching. Right now, we have coaching at Compassion, one specific project. Our coaches are there. Some of them are from this cohort. So they are coaching there every other week, those who are underprivileged kids. And we have seen tremendous change. I have no time to share. And a lot of testimonies regarding to how their self-image improved, how their confidence is boosted. At the same time, the education challenge right now in Ethiopia, especially for those who underprivileged kids, those who study in the government schools. They already become hopeless. They have no idea how to survive this whole process. So our coaching process helps them to figure out how to deal in this process. At the same time, we have seen tremendous change. In the meantime, we do trainings. When we do trainings, coaching is the tool we used. We call sometimes teach coach. When we do a training session, we don't only lecture. We do the coaching concept, and we ask them, and their worksheets, there is a lot of reflexive questions. They use that questions to reflect more. So in the coming future, we want to expand this concept, especially by online platform, to reach more young people, not only in Ethiopia, over all Africa, because that is the platform we are using. Right now, we are developing a YouTube program so that we can we can reach more young people through TikTok and YouTube. So that is a platform. Sometimes we use mainstream medias like ETV Fana, so to share and mention more, to create awareness regarding to creating a nurturing ecosystem for young people. So that's what we are doing regarding to expanding this concept. Regarding to the resource, friendship coaching model, this is what we are developing under Rejoice Africa. I don't know there is a resource out there. We are looking for that, but we find like developmental relationship concept. There is a resources on that area. I can share that. But the one we are developing here, we used we from experience we create a model by ourselves, so that we maybe in the coming future we might publish through our platforms. The the level of transparency. That's a good question. So to make it very short, the level of your understanding about that person will help you to decide your level of vulnerability or transparency. So rather than focusing on ourselves, focusing on our young people and being curious about their emotional, psychosocial level, financial, just the level of our understanding help us, okay, what level of transparency they can carry. So that will help you to decide. Regarding to biblical truths, when I mentioned about friendship model, because I believe everything needs foundation. And for me, when I look the foundation for my concept, when I search truths, I go to the Bible. That's what I believe. So that gives me confidence to share and stand and pursue that truth. Of course, it's possible to mention like research or something that is done over all the world. That can be relevant in based on the context. But if you can choose, you can do that. I used such kind of things in different platforms, but today I choose to use or share this platform. So that's the belief I have. Yeah, I think I finished. Thank you.